Hi, my name's Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. Before I get going on today's project, I wanted to remind you of a couple of things. If you were on my email list, then you know, one, that we are on vacation. So hopefully this video does post while we're on vacation because it'll be set to auto post. And that's always a cross your finger thing that it goes up. And where we're going to go off to the hills in Ohio, and there's no Wi-Fi or cell service at the cabin that we've rented. So, and I think it's spotty even in the town. So if I can hop on and see, then I'll check. But I did want to remind you, one, that I won't be here. So if you try to contact me, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm just disconnected from the world, and we all need that for a little bit. So I will be back in my office Friday. I think it's October 16th. And then I have some classes that registration actually ends on the 15th, but because I won't be here until the 16th, you can do it the morning of the 16th and I won't even notice. So those classes are the poinsettia. So Poinsettia Place. These are not cards that we'll make in the class. This is a free class. If you buy the suite from me, then I will see that and you'll automatically get the class. So it's just an online video class, and you'll have the things that you need to make it. So these are just other things that I've made. Or if you've already got parts of it, then you can just buy the videos. So there's that class, and this video has posted just recently, so I didn't want you to miss that one. Then another one that has just opened, and registration will only be up until the end of October, November 1st actually. But this is the quite curvy bundle class. Oops, it's got a poinsettia card in it. But if you register by October 11th, and I'm not sure, she has made an appearance in every video I've done recently. If you register by October 11th with this one, you do get a bonus project. And this is a kit class. So you will get the supplies to make it. And the Christmas part of it is limited edition. So if you don't get it in November, you'll never get it. Then the little treats bundle that I'm using today is also. And then Designer Series paper, remember, is on sale this month. This is not finished yet. So it needs I'm going to add some bows to it. I have to add some more jewels. I need to add some more of the blue glimmer paper highlights. And then my girlfriends were all doing this class. So they're doing some different papers and making them look different. So if you buy 4 Designer Series papers from me in October, they don't have to be the ones that are on sale, just any 4. Or if you spend $150, which is a workshop, then you'll get in on my paper project class, which will be a free class just for buying the paper or having a workshop sized order. And that will post, I'm hoping, the 3rd week in October. October has some fuzzies on it. October has more weeks than most years, so I'm getting a little extra days even though we're on vacation. So this is super cute. It could be a frozen tree, it could be a Christmas tree, it can be a winter tree. So we're using some different papers, and they'll all look different, but you will get the instructions on how to make that if you purchase the paper. The wreath is also part of that class, and I've had some people ask, how did I do it? And if you want to find out, then buy the paper from me, because, sometimes I have perks for my customers, and this is a customer perk for this month. Then if you, I have specials, of course, this month. One is my thank you specials, which every month I have thank you specials. If you spend $35 and use the host code, then you get free linen thread. If you spend $100, then you get the linen thread and the beaded pearls. But while I'm on vacation, I will have a vacation special. So it's anybody up to the day that we get home. So if you've already spent $100, but everybody who has spent $100 from me on my website and used the host code, or again, if it's been over $150, then you're also, but everybody will be entered to win a $50 shopping spree from me. So you'll want to get your orders in before we get home. So before October 16th, use the host code, or if it's over 150, I definitely will notice that. And you'll all go into the drawing, and then I will announce the winner in the next email I send after that. So it may be a day or two. I'll let the winner know, but then everybody will see. So I'm going to use little treats. This is a super, super, super cute little stamp set. So in the class, because this is a class that will also, the registration stops on October 15th, we will be making the box. So So one project will be the box and just some tips and tricks now that I've made several boxes on how to do it. Then we'll be making a larger box, and then we'll make 2 cards, because you don't have to do just the box. You can use the die to make cards, and you can use the stamps just to make cards. So there will be 4 projects, but all 4 of them won't be just the same box over and over, because I have plenty of videos now using the dies. So here's some other dies that we've done. This one has a tutorial up already, so it's a pretty basic die. This one also has a tutorial. It's buried in the Stamp Day lives that I did, but it's super simple. And this is one of the papers that's on sale this month. So when you do it with designer series paper, so you can see. And then this one is super simple, but this is one of the dies that comes in it. It's so incredibly cute. Then you get several, a larger rectangle that I'll be using today, this circle tag that I'm not using today, and then the rectangle that I am using today. So you do get 3 tags in the punch as well. So let's get going. I'm gonna do 2, but they're so fast that I'm gonna do kind of at the same time, because we're gonna do 2 different holidays. So we're gonna do Halloween and Christmas little treat bags. So I've got the Halloween one. I'm just gonna stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. So it says, Happy, Happy Halloween. And that's all the stamping that we need to do for now. Now my cat that I just shushed off the table, now she's looking at me. She's sitting on top of my cut and emboss machine. And I know I told some of you that are getting this free class, that my first video would be up. But then after I used the curvy dies, I wanted to switch the video. And so it's going to be posted after I get back, because there were some things that I wanted to add to using the machine, and I didn't want to throw it into one of the others. So it will be up. So this box takes a half a sheet of cardstock, and it fits just perfectly. So 5.5 across. And you know, our new cut and emboss machine is wider than the previous machine that we had. So it has a little bit of give this way. Just takes 1 pass through. So this one's going to be our Christmas box, and it is on Very Vanilla, and I'm trying not to run into my cat. She's the world's most faithful coworker. You know, I've worked some places where the coworkers weren't quite so faithful. She doesn't ask if she can have the day off, but other than that, she's pretty good about always showing up. So you see when it cuts out, it cuts and scores, scallops, has little stitching, it has it all. So now this is a piece of vellum. This is one of the tips I'm adding into the video, is you need to be careful, but because I've done so many of the dotty things with that curvy bundle, that if there's anything on there, it can make impressions on your thing. So this is a piece of vellum, and this will be for our Halloween. This is our vellum cardstock, and it's in the catalog. So we need, it's one of these ones where we're gonna have to kind of move back and forth with our machine, especially because I'm doing 2. So we have these. It has, I've been saving these. I have a bunch of these, just kind of fold them up, and then eventually I cut them apart, because it leaves you plenty of small stamping areas. Pop that out. So now I'm going to take, this is the Christmas one, and there's a little strand of ornaments, and I'm just going to use black. This is kind of a more elegant Christmas one. There's a Santa hat that comes in it. If you want to make them more for kids, this is more if you're having a dinner party. And I've just lined it straight up atop the, like I've lined the string straight. So that way when I see this stamp that goes straight across here, so I can just put my block straight across the top. And then there's the tiniest little to and from. So these would make fun little nameplates or just fun little office gifts. So that's the stamping for that one. Then for the little ornaments for this, I'm going to use, I've saved a bunch of little pieces. Actually, this is from a gold one that I did. This is the brushed cardstock, and it was one of the corners. And then this is a piece of our double-sided sheet adhesive, and it's on the same page with all of the die cutting stuff. So it just makes your stuff into a sticker. I'm just gonna kind of stick in the middle because it is also a scrap, and it's not quite as big as the paper, but that's okay, it doesn't need to be. Just as long as some of our ornaments have some sticky on them. And it's stuck to my finger. And now I have some red foil, and I'm gonna use that for the Halloween one. So let's go around my helper, because she's now moved right into the middle of my filming area. Luckily, this doesn't take a lot of surprise. I don't know if you can see her. She's just right there. So I have the little gold piece, and then I've got, it comes with 5 little ornaments. There's 3 on one and 2 on the other. Yeah, she's even squishing over more now that I've moved to this. And then I've got my little spider, and then my Happy Halloween. So for this, I'm going to use the rectangle frame. I'm going to put it on kind of so I have room on the end. And these can just all go through at one time. I have to keep moving my machine or I'm going to knock into Her Highness. So get those all off. And then just one more little touch to add to the elegance kind of our Christmas one. I have the Old World Map paper, and you can see it's a little bit bigger than the folder. So I'm just going to take this one and fold it. It's already pre-scored. That way I can fit everything in here except the very tip tops of the lace, which you won't really notice if those aren't embossed, because you want it to go through and get as much on it as you can. Now, normally when you send one of these through, you do it so it is crease only. I mean, the crease of the folder first, as long as you're just doing one here or there. You can do it this way. If you're making a bunch of these for a gift, then just fold it a different way. But you don't want to keep doing this over and over. That way it's not good for your die, but one is fine. So see, now we have a fun little pattern. Now let's put these together. So let's do Halloween first, because Halloween comes first. So as I said, they're already scored. So you literally just fold them back up on the score lines. And they just fold straight. That one I didn't fold so straight because I didn't have it laying on the table. It doesn't matter even. These are such simple little boxes. They don't even need adhesive. I'm going to put adhesive on both of mine because I'm going to stuff them full of candy. So because I'm going to put so much candy in them, I want it to hold. So we have this. And you can see there's a little slot here. It's probably hard to see on this one. I'll show you better on the vanilla because, you know, the idea with the vellum is that it's see-through. And those just slot into the slots. Just like this. And the vellum, you know, it has a life of its own. So I'm just going to take my Seal Plus and just put a little bit here. I'm going to cover it up with ribbon so it doesn't matter. Just slide those back in because they've joined apart. Just make sure they're all the way. And do one at a time. I'm trying to let you guys see and it's getting away from me. So just make sure they're closed up and then just press that. Now I'll do this side. I still didn't press it hard enough. That one is a little bit slicker. That's why I'm using the Seal Plus. Glue dots would also work. You just need to press it and then that'll hold it. Same with this one, but I want to make sure that it's even. There we go. There, she'll just cover it up all the way so you can't even see what I'm doing. Sibby, hop away. Sib. So we have this. Then I'm going to take the metallic mesh ribbon, which is the ribbon that's in the Halloween suite. It's Magic in This Night. And that paper is on sale. It's one of the sale papers. And you might think it's a little late. If you order your Halloween stuff right now, then you'll get it. The shipping times right now are super fast. So go ahead and order it, and then you'll get it. If you order it, I would say by Monday or Tuesday of this week, you have plenty of time. Like I said, there's even that extra week. So till the 31st. Unless you need to mail your things like to another country, they're going to get them. But the flip side of all of the Halloween paper this year is not Halloween. So you can use the patterns that you like for your Halloween stuff and then flip it over and use it the rest of the year. So let's pull this up here. So now you can see this is going to help hold it closed. Now let's grab our little tag and grab our little spider. And it has, I'll take an up close picture and put it on my website. There won't be very many words because I've got to get ready for vacation. I have so much to do. So there'll be pictures, there won't be words. For all the words, then you can just come back here and listen to me gab. Just gonna put that on there, but it's so cute and so embossed, and it looks so much fun on that red foil paper. And again, the seal will hold better going over the top of this ribbon. I mean the Seal Plus, than the seal would. So put it on there, and again, just press over the top of it. Then I'm going to take the super fun strawberry filled Vampire Kisses. So that's where I got my color combination. And I know these are called little treat bundles, and they look like they don't hold hardly anything. So let's see how many we can get in there. This is why I use the Seal Plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get, I think 8 will stay. I think I can probably get 9. 9. We'll get it. I'm trying to angle it so you can see it. There we go. And then just take your mesh here. And then when you tie this, it's going to hold them in there. But this has 8 pieces of candy, which is far more, I think, than most people think these tiny little bags will hold. I was going to trim this, but I love this ribbon, and it gives it that fun Halloween Magic in This Night look. Until you need it for snow or starlit sky, and then it gives it that look. It's a fabulous ribbon, so don't miss it because it's on the Halloween page. So now let's go over and do our Christmas one. Okay, so you can see here where I've got the to and the from and the little words, and you're just going to fold these up again. It's a double-edged sword because the map stuff does kind of take away where your fold lines are. You see they kind of disappeared, but it makes it easier to fold. So just fold these up. And I mean, it's just a straight line across, so as long as you go straight from where these are, which is one of the things that we'll cover a little bit in the die class. And then again, I'm going to use Seal Plus because I'm putting the candy in it. And I didn't have any Christmas candy in the house, so I went digging through my old samples, and I opened one up of Retired Project. So just pop that there. Same over here. These hold better because it's not the vellum. And it really folds even better because it's been put through the die cut machine. See, it folds up really quickly. It's just if you haven't made one yet, I would do a couple just so you kind of know how that little fold works. Because you can see it's not quite as straight because it has that. If you want it to be plain, you could do it plain too. So let's get our little dies. One of them must have stuck in itself. There it is. So you remember I put the adhesive on the back of these. So you're going to take something sharp. If you have take your pick that works the best. Just like that. And then pull it up with a sticker sheet. And then each of these dies goes back over the top of one of the ornaments here. So So just pop those on. It doesn't matter what order you do them in. But see, when you pull that off, it just sticks. And until you press them down, you can move them. But then once they're on, you need to press them on, especially because we use that old paper folder. But they have the same as the spider. They've got great detail that's embossed into them when you put them through the machine. Because you know our machine cuts and embosses. Scoot that over. So I will put a close-up picture with no words on my website. Because I'm going to be getting the auto posting for these done as we drive. So I have a couple of videos that I want to get up. Some other things I need to get done on the computer before we lose Wi-Fi. So I can't waste my time on words when I've already said them. So this is super cute, super easy. And then for it, I just wanted to find some candies, you know, Christmas candies. You can find gold. I don't have any gold candy at the moment, but I had these little almond rokas, which, you know, are also kind of a fancy candy. That was one of the reasons I ended up going with the map folder, because it gives your paper a little bit more, what's the word? It's bendable. Because, you know, it's kind of broken down. So 2 fit, 3 make it kind of have to squish in there. But because the paper is now flexible from that folder, you can jam it in there. So there's that. And then to help to keep it in there, I have the ribbon from Trimming the Town. Just cut a little bit of it. And it matches, it's a great color for it. Just poke those through here. And then tie that up. And I just tied a knot because you just want it to keep it closed. And you know, whenever anybody, you don't want to spend too much time. I mean, they make great party favors, great table favors if you're having an event, you know, great little Advent gifts. It'd be a fun little office gift. I know a lot of you are teachers and you do little things where you stick them in, you know, the teachers' mailboxes, the pigeonholes and stuff at Christmas time, you know, 12 days of Christmas or however you do it. I know a lot of you sell gifts for teachers or, you know, at craft fairs. So they're just fun little things that you could do like that. But people want the candy that are in it, right? So you don't want to spend a whole lot of time. And if you were going to do 12 of these at one time, they'd be super fast because you could do all the folders, fold them all up, run a whole bunch of these at once, and then just start sticking them on. And if you were going to do them, you could use the red foil like we just did. Here's the green and the red foil both come in a package together. The brushed metallics have 3 colors. So what I would do if I was going to do multiples of these is just put the adhesive on a bunch of the sheets and then run them all through. And then you could just pick and choose different ornaments. So they're all just random colors, and that would be really pretty. So that's what I have today. Don't forget about there's one that's tied together a little bit better than that one. The online classes that I have, that the registration's ending for. And don't forget, if you place $100 or more, and I did want to say that you can go into the drawing for the $50 gift card. If you've already placed a $50 order, or you know, you've placed an order with me so far this month, and you don't want to miss out on the $50 drawing, then place another one. You know, if you place 75 and you want to be in the drawing, then you can place a 25. Just email me to make sure that I catch that. Because you know what it's like when you come back from vacation and you need a vacation, especially when you're the only person at your office. So if you do that, just let me know that that's what you did. And then that way I'll make sure to put your name in the drawing, because I appreciate every order that's ever placed. And I don't want to miss you if you did that. So everybody have a great day. I hope you all are having as much fun as I hope that we're having, because when this post will actually be on vacation. So everybody, I will see you next week. Bye.